Hi Group 1! How can you break free from expectations? You've got 4 Wands. The reason behind this is 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and advice is Queen of Wands in reverse. I think it has something to do with the expectation related to marriage or community or building a healthy relationship with others. And the reason behind this is 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're somebody who has taken so many responsibilities from others, which is a nice thing, you know. I think the card is not blaming you for that. I think the card is actually supporting you, saying that, you know what, you have done enough in this relationship. And the advice here is Queen of Wands in reverse, meaning that now it's time for you to just move on. And I'm not saying that you should leave this connection or anything like that. I think you should move on from these expectations that people have, because basically you have done enough, you know. And you've got Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let me take a look a little bit more. Yeah, you have been taking care of others people, but now it's time for you to take care of yourself, because where's the water? You know, the water has gone from your cup. You see, this person is like, hey, where's my water? So you have to go get your own water, which is to nurture yourself. Maybe you should take a nice warm bath, or taking a walk, feeling the sunshine. Yeah, having your favorite tea, something like that. Yeah, it's time for you to take care of yourself and let other people do their own work. That's what it says. Let me do some clarification for each card. Well, you know what? You're somebody who has done a lot already, so don't worry. And you know what? I think they can do things by themselves. Ten of Swords in reverse. You know what? The people you're dealing with, or a person who's dealing with, they could be good with words, saying that, you know what, I'm really tired. I can't do this alone. Can you just please help me? Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Don't listen to that, because they know, they're aware that they're doing, okay? They're aware that they're tricking you in a way. You should not spoil them, because it's something that they have to work on themselves. 4 of Wands is clarified by Knight of Swords in reverse, and Knight of Wands in reverse, and Page of Cups in reverse. You're dealing with somebody very young. If this is about romantic relationships, then maybe it's about age gap. You know, maybe there's differences, huge differences in age. Or maybe you could be dealing with your children, or maybe friends who are younger than you, or colleagues as well. But these people are very too young, okay? Too young. First of all, they overthink, or either they overthink or they think nothing, and they feel like it's okay with that. And Knight of Wands in reverse, they have a tendency to act very impulsive, very aggressive, sometimes to defend themselves. Yeah, defending mode. They're very defensive, and they're still on the course of a journey to cooperate with others, to make efforts with others, and I think they haven't learned how to do it. And Page of Cups in reverse, they could be telling lies sometimes to defend themselves, or to get some support from others. They could be players as well. Not good, not good. And they should be aware of this. However, they might have not realized their traits yet. So this is a time for you to actually teach them to do some self-reflection and really fix their traits. Yeah. 2 of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by 9 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Wands, and 7 Swords. They have been relying on you too much, okay? They know that they can do something with themselves, but with the Seven of Swords, meaning that they didn't want to do it. They were slacking off. Maybe they were making excuses, saying that, well, you know what, I can't do with this. Can you just please do this for me? The Nine of Wands in reverse. I think you're very tired in this relationship or situations. You know, always listening to them and taking care of them. Well, this could be about your husband as well. I don't know, depending on the situation. So please take how it resonates. Juggling too many things, you know, or maybe pushing tasks to you. Maybe you're doing dishes so many times in a day, or maybe laundry so many times in a day. But they're like, well, you know what? I have something else to do. Just can do this for me. It's almost like they're forcing, not really forcing, but they think that it's okay to kind of let you babysit them. Must be really tired. And advice here, which is good, because with Queen of Wands in reverse is clarified by the Death. In reversal. Five of Wands in reverse and the Hermit. Okay, sometimes you have to get mad, okay? Doesn't mean they have to be really aggressive or throw things at people or anything like that. It's just that you have to confront them, saying that, you know what, this is not good. This is not good for me. This is not good. This is not good for the relationships that we're having. So if you want to cultivate the relationship with me, then I want your cooperation. I want to see your efforts, because I'm not here to take care of people. I'm here to build or cultivate relationships. Yeah, that's what you have to say, or that's what you have to stand. And not really defend yourself, but to protect yourself. Yeah. Especially your health, because Queen of Wands in reverse, I think you're very tired. So you have to know how to protect your physical health at this moment. And you know what? If you say that, I think it's going to be a huge change, transformation for them. Because they feel like they're caught. They know exactly what they're doing. So if you confront them, I don't know how you're going to confront them actually. Well, depending on the relationships that you guys have, maybe it's okay to just say, hey, you know what? You come down and sit here and I need to talk to you. Or maybe you could say, you know what? I need someone to support me. Either way, I don't know. But that act is going to bring a huge transformation, a big change to this person, because this person is going to realize that, hey, maybe I was doing a little bit tricky things to you because I wanted your attention, I wanted your help. That's not gonna work anymore, because, well, inside them they could come off a little aggressive at first. You know, it's not like they're gonna like fight with physical like fists or something like that. They're not gonna do that, okay? Don't worry about it. But, well, depending on the situation though. But I think they could say like, well, what did I do wrong? I didn't mean to hurt you, or maybe you're being sensitive or anything like that. But don't listen to that, because they know exactly what they're doing, okay? And they feel like they need to defend themselves because they feel like they're attacked, but they're not, you know? And they know it because the Hermit card is here, meaning that kind of like feeling ashamed of their actions. Maybe I should have, but it could be about anybody. I could have helped my wife, I could have helped my husband, I could have helped my friends, I could have helped my parents, anybody. But this person is going to think of it that way. This person is going to do some self-reflection, thinking like, what a shame, you know, what a shame that I didn't realize, or maybe what a shame that I knew what I was doing, but I didn't make efforts. And that's going to make this person change in a better version of themselves. So that's how you can break free from their expectations. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Hi, Group 2. How can you break free from expectations? You've got King of Pentacles in reverse, And the reason behind this is 2 of Wands in reverse, and the advice is 3 of Wands. All in reversal. Well, definitely you need to protect yourself. This is obsidian stone, so strong, very strong boundaries that you need to set. And since these cards are all in reversal, meaning that this is something that you haven't said to anybody, or maybe you have difficulties opening up about this situation. And how can you break free from expectations? It's King of Pentacles in reverse, meaning that first of all, I think it's a great idea for you to understand what expectations is. I think you're very confused now. I have a sense that I think you know that you want to protect yourself, and I think you know that it's important for you to set boundaries here. However, I think you're very confused about the boundaries, the specific boundaries that you have to make or create. And also, I think you might want some time to think about the definition of the expectations that these people have, because it seems like there's so many. Actually, there's so many. It could be about expectations from your parents. And 2 of Wands in reverse is here, meaning that I think there's something else that you want to do. You see, this character is looking at you, but you're looking at the future. So it means that there must be a certain things that this entity want you to do, but you want to do something else, but you feel like you are obliged, or like you feel like you have to take responsibilities of your actions. So you walk toward the King of Pentacles in reverse, but you're looking at the future. There's definitely something else you want to do. So if that is the case, you want to know what your goal is, right? You want to know what your dream is. And 3 of Wands in reverse is your advice. Yeah, you have to take a little bit distance from the situation. Try to take a look at it from afar. You see these characters, like I said, this king is looking at you, but you're looking at the goal. Advice. You're seeking advice in this situation, and the advice is saying that you can see the situation from afar and really have time to make some time to think about what you want in your life, especially related to career. I think 3 of Wands talks about career, business, and life, grounded life that you want to have, still adventurous and still passionate. Okay, and I think you could be having conflicts with this entity, because maybe you're from different background, maybe you share different languages or different cultures. This could be about generational gap as well. If you're having conflicts with your parents, maybe maybe you're born with internet. Maybe you know what social media is. On the other hand, maybe your parents have no idea what's going on related to internet or social media. And I think it's not really a good timing for you guys to talk about. I think it's time for you to define what it is that you want to talk about, and define what's their expectation is from you. Let's do some clarification more. But you know what? I think it's a great time for you to be independent, because you have realized those things, and it must be a struggle. However, this is a great time for you to step out of the comfort zone and really grow as a person. And I think it's really important. This could be about parents, but also society as well, or maybe school, teachers, boss, anything. Knight of Swords. Yeah, definitely there's somebody who wants you to be in a certain way. It's not, they're not trying to control you, but you guys have different ideas. King of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by Ace of Wands in reverse. The Devil in reverse, okay? And the Fool in reverse. 2 major arcanas in reversal and 1 ace in reverse. This person is really worried about you. So this could be about a parent. I think this is a person or group of people who have seen you from the day you were born, or if you have started something new, I think this is the person who has seen you starting something new. And this person is so worried, too worried about you, about everything about you, like every decisions that you make, every step that you take, every connection that you have. And this person knows that they shouldn't control you, but really suppressing this devil. Really suppressing. Yeah. So in another word, this person has a devil inside them, and I think they're aware. So they're trying to kind of like control their devil. But devil is something that you cannot control. It's something you heal. So I think this person is kind of, well, I can see their struggle. So I think they are trying their best not to like drag you down or anything like that. It's just that this person doesn't know how to tame their fear. Rather, they think that they think that ego is something that they can control, but that's not really the case. You know, it's really hard for people to control egos. Rather, they have to have some time to do some self-reflection and really see what their ego is first, and then come up with some ideas, maybe some reading some books about dealing with their ego in a better way and gain some wisdom. And it does take time, but this person thinks that it's something that they can just control immediately, but that's not gonna work like that, okay? So definitely they're struggling. And 2 of Wands in reverse is clarified by 7 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there is something that you want to do, and it has, I think it's against these people's ideas, which is to have family, like typical family lifestyle, purchasing a house, purchasing a car, and just pursue their family dreams. I think you could be very young, you know, you could have many choices now, at least 2 choices at most. And also you want to cut cords with some of the ideas that these people have, because there is something that you have already decided almost. And you know what? This person is showing the mirror to this lady, meaning that I think, you know, well, if this is about your parents or society, I think you already know that that's not what you want to be. I don't think you know, it's almost like you're saying like, I'm sorry, but I cannot meet their expectations. And I don't even want to be sorry about it because this is who I am. Yeah. So it's almost like you're saying, let me go. You know, I want to cut this cord and let me go. Because this 10 of Pentacles in lifestyle, like really classic lifestyle, probably in 50s or 60s, this is not what I want. There's something more out there and I want to explore. I think that's what you're saying. And advice is 3 of Wands in reverse, clarified by 10 of Cups, King of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's not, you know what, I think, yeah, I think some of you guys might want to have families, but not this kind of family, but this kind of family, if you know what I mean. Like, meaning that I think you are somebody who has seen a family with money, but without love. You are somebody who want a family or a community. It could be about anything, but a group of people, a supportive group of people with you, with love, lots of love. And it's not like, it's not a lustful love or anything like that. It's a healthy love, supportive, calming, grounding. And that's what you're looking for, I think. And advice. You can aim for what you want. So be confident, it says. And just remember that you're the leader of your own life. Okay? You're allowed to be independent. And Five of Pentacles in reverse. You know what? If you, just in case, if you're thinking about getting away, like getting out of your house, like immediately, it might not be a good idea now. So try to save money at least, you know, try to save money or make a plan before you do, and before you take actions to leave the situation behind, because I think this card is indicating some financial struggle in the future. So I think you need a plan, okay? If you want to be independent, you know, be independent. It takes some responsibilities that you might have to take, but at the same time, you're going to gain some freedom. So that there's a balance here, you know? So you have to understand the balance and try not to take reckless actions just to, you know, stay away from family or anything like that. You need a plan first, okay? And savings. But also remember that you're the leader of your life, and you're the protagonist, you know, main character of your life. So yeah, that's how you can break free from their expectations. I hope this reading helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, group 3. How can you break free from expectations? You've got Four Pentacles, and the reason behind this is the Magician in reverse, and the advice is Four of Cups. I think it's saying that in order for you to break free from expectations, you need to define what your financial success is, and also if you want to be independent, it's time for you to save your money and be strategic about making your abundance. I think that's what's saying. And the background story is the Magician in reverse, because you could have had a difficulty being independent. Maybe your parents were very I don't know if they're controlling, but it's almost like they were always watching you. Or maybe this could be about your community as well. You know, those two people are watching you, like constantly watching you. And it's not like people around you try to take advantage of you. However, I feel like it was suffocating for you to put yourself into this environment where people are always constantly watching you. Advice here is Four of Cups. Well, you have to make a choice. And I wonder what these people are. Well, I think it's saying that there's a hidden agenda that other people have on you. I don't think it's a good intention, so you need to be aware of that, and you have to make a decision to cut cord this kind of relationship. You know, this person is kind of like dragging you and saying that don't leave me. Yeah, okay. So let's do some clarification here for each card. Well, definitely this is a time for you to be independent, and I think you can. You can definitely be independent, but it might take some courage for you to do that, because I think it's going to be, I think this is the first time for you to really think about what independence is, because it's a Magician. It's the very first stage of your life, but you're going to figure it out, so don't worry about it. 5 of Wands. Did you have a fight or conflicts? 7 of Swords in reverse and King of Swords in reverse. Swords, Swords. I think you have done enough thinking and planning already, so I think it's time for you to move. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and Six of Swords and Nine of Swords. You must be in a very suffocating environment, I feel like. You know what? How to break free from expectations from others. Please know that you're independent enough, okay? Be confident about yourself. You're somebody who can make choice for yourself, because you know how to save money. And even if you don't know how to save money, you can still learn from here, okay? And you don't need control, because you have to live your own life. And because at the end of the day, you're the person who feels the happiness within you, right? So I think it's time for you to say goodbye to those expectations, because things are changing, first of all. You know, a lot of things are changing. Internet, social media, the work lifestyle, and everything. So you can't just stick to one idea, right? So the Magician in reverse is clarified by Eight of Pentacles in reverse and Seven of Wands and Ace of Cups. I think you're desperate for love. I think you're a very creative person. However, how do I say this? Have you been dealing with parents or society where you feel like you are spoiled? That kind of like feeling that I'm getting here. I think it's a very complicated feelings. I think, well, maybe this is, I don't know, depending on the situation, maybe this is not about your parents, so you know, take it how it resonates. But one of the stories that's coming in is that maybe your parents really loves you. You know, maybe your parents are very supportive. However, they're too supportive. They're paying everything for you, or they say that you don't have to work because we have tons of money, and why would you want to go out there and suffer and work? That kind of vibe that I'm getting here. But you are somebody who really want to go outside and feel what love is outside of your family or outside of your society, because you're looking for different love. You're looking for some different ideas, different love, different experiences that you have never experienced before. And unfortunately, these people, I don't think they mean to drag you down, but kind of they are. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, it's complicated. It's overprotecting, I feel like. Yeah. And Four of Cups is clarified by King of Wands in reverse and the Emperor and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys, this could be about parents. You know, King of Wands is your dad and Queen of Swords is your mom, and they're like treating you as the king, the emperor in the house. But you know that this is not what you want, or maybe sometimes you feel like you're having a imposter syndrome because of this. Or maybe you're feeling like you always have to meet their expectations but never your own expectations. And you know what? I think it's saying that it's time for you to, I think you already recognize this, and I think it's truth. This is the truth, I think. You know, I think you're, I don't know if this is your dad, but let's put it this way in this reading. Maybe your dad is somebody who's a little too dominating, like maybe controlling in their house, or maybe taking a strong leadership in your house. But this leadership is too strong. There's no logic here. There's no logic. There's no love. I mean, there could be love, but this person, I don't think this person is showing or expressing love to you or to your wife, to his wife as well. Sometimes even aggressive, maybe. And your mom, on the other hand, could be passive aggressive, or maybe sometimes hysterical as well, saying like, well, you have to get, let's say, score 100 on your math, otherwise I'm not happy with you, or something like that, you know. Well, I'm not saying that your parents are like that, but I'm getting that kind of vibe, so please take how it resonates with you. And so I think you're aware that the love that you were getting from your parents are sometimes genuine, but sometimes maybe conditional. And you know what? I think the wonderful thing is that you're watching this video and realizing, you know what, I want to change myself. And I think you're going to come to this conclusion that, you know what, I want to be the real emperor, not somebody who was made up in the family or just within the family. I want to feel how it feels like to be the emperor, who is independent, who knows the real leadership, and who has many life experiences and discovered a lot of different love, you know, healthy love. Maybe it's about the love, not only romantic relationships, but about the community, about the society. Yeah. So I think it's ready for you. Now you're ready to endeavor. Take an adventure here. That's why you need to choose and recognize what's happening around you, what's stopping you. And that's how you can break free from expectations. I hope this reading helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye!